Hi, everyone. I am Leo from Luther. We are a Berlin-based band. We formed in 2024, and we are somewhat of a, I wouldn't say super group, but that's the kind of concept. We are all people that were in different bands, but in the same scene. And we met each other, we liked each other, so we started this project. And I am let's say, the leader or like the one that put the spark, let's say, to make it start. Yeah, yeah,
Somebody's got to spark it up, don't they?
yeah, absolutely.
No worries. Thanks for joining us today. So we're here to talk about the fact that Luther released a debut single, Next Time Send a Killer, a couple of weeks ago on June the 13th. So I know it has only been 2 weeks, but how's the early reception been for it?
It's been incredible. I don't know what to say. Of course, like I've done music in the past with different bands. Like we also did some good stuff, but this one had such a warm welcome from the metalcore community, which is a community that I'm entering for the first time because before I was doing progressive metal, and they have been so kind and like I have like thousands of like playlist saves, I can see on my Spotify and stuff like that. And a lot of people reposted, just like they found the song and reposted it. So that's awesome. I've been very excited, very unexpected as well. Yeah.
Oh, so tell us a bit more about the song from a musical point of view and what you're actually going for with it.
Okay, so this comes from basically me wishing to experiment with something very like angry music, right? And I think that angry music, it's also like trap metal. I know that maybe it's not the most common subgenre of metal. I know this guy Buffalo Farm that I'm really into his music recently. And then whilst I was kind of looking into this scene, I found Riff Grimes. And Riff Grimes is a producer in LA, and he's one of the biggest name for trap metal. So I hit him up and I was like, "Hey, can you help us out on this song?" And he said, "Yeah." So he brought his thing into it. There is a little bit of metalcore, a little bit of gent, a little bit of trap metal, and that's how it was born. Yeah.
Nice. Now, that is a debut song from Luther. So why did you choose that particular song to introduce the world to the band?
You're not gonna like this answer. So basically, of course, like in a band that you want to be successful, like you need to have some sort of strategy, right? So I was like, fuck the strategy.
Fair call.
We're just gonna do what we want. So there is two songs that I have this type of sound identity of us, and those are the songs that we released with Next Time Santa Killer and Oyster, which were released together on 13th of February of June. And now we're working on a debut album that literally has nothing to do with metalcore. So yeah, that was not the wisest choice, but I felt like fuck it, like we like that song, now we like another one, we're gonna do it that way. Yeah.
Why not? Now, you've got a couple more singles scheduled for release in Giving the People What They Want and the most famous Rat in the Sewer. So tell us more about each of them and roughly when they're coming out.
I wish like that I could put out the most giving the people what they want like instantly. It's so good. Like I like that song so much. It's so fun. I think people are gonna like it if they see it. So I wish I could do it now already. I just need to keep it in between budget because like one video like that costs us like something like 2K minimum, because
Yeah.
yeah, it's such like the high quality of videography, of course, Christopher has. Um so I want to put it out, but then if I put it out when I debut the album, I'm down 2,000 euros and I don't know
Yeah.
how to get them. Yeah, yeah. So it's gonna be a little bit of a, if I could do whatever I want, if I had endless money, I would put it out and then I would do more, but that's not really the case here. So we'll see. We need to be a little bit patient, I guess, and calculative.
Read through your song titles, mate. Like you've got songs giving the people what they want, the most famous Rat in the Sewer, Next Time Send a Killer. Like you put a lot of thought into the song title. They're not just throwaway song titles, are they?
Yeah, exactly. Like I've always had an inclination towards being a little bit like, I guess, poetic or like to suggest something with titles with lyrics. I think they came out pretty good. I think you're gonna like the song names in the debut album as well. They're a little bit fun. Like fun for me, it's such a, like an important element, and I think every one of Luther is the same. Like we go party together, we play together. It's fun to have fun is a big element in this band, yeah.
So, like, when you're coming up with song titles, do you come up with them in German and then translate into English? Is that why they're like they are, or do you come up with them in English?
Actually, they are straight up born in English, but then I need to double check because, of course, sometimes something sounds good in my brain, like how it would sound in English, and then actually I'm like look, I either grammatically or logically wrong. So I have to ask ChatGPT to fix it up for me. Yeah.
No. Now, I've had the pleasure of listening to both of those upcoming songs, and they're both absolute bangers. But they're not the same musically. So are they going to be a good representation of what to expect from the debut album, or is there a lot more going on?
Uh, there is a lot more. Yeah. So these giving the people what they want, it's like I asked the boys to have a breakdown, like a very, how to say it, like usually like that chorus breakdown, but then have a new metal intro and then have a hardcore chorus, right?
Okay.
So, and this worked out so well, and I wish that I could do more songs like this. So there is another song that sounds similar in the debut album. And again, it comes because we wanted to have fun. Those are all fun, elements. We put it together, it worked, that's it. Um, Now I can tell you that the debut album is gonna have a lot of Grey Heaven influences. System of a Down is a big one. I don't know how it came to be. Of course, I love the band, but I didn't expect me to kind of do that. What else? Yeah, these two. So that's gonna be exciting.
Nice. And you've got a rough time when the album's going to be out. Will it be this year or will it be next year?
I think next year, yeah.
Next year.
Yeah.
People can be patient.
Yeah.
There was an interesting line in the press release that said that through their music, Luther communicates emotions of isolation, betrayal, rage, and escapism. Like that's quite a powerful quote. Can you elaborate on that for us?
Yeah, of course. So I think the members of Luther, we all, of course, like a lot of metalheads, like 100%, I'm speaking for all of us in here, they felt somewhat alienated at a certain point in their life, and then they found like some sort of companionship in metal music. So there is a lot of that in my lyrics. There is a lot of uh, I don't know, like feelings of solitude, because that's also very powerful human experience and very common in my life for some reason. And anger. I have a lot of anger. So there is also the anger part. I think it's mostly me, not the boys. But yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So we sort of touched on this, but essentially your music draws from hardcore, from new metal, there's progressive metal in there, you got trap metal, there's chant, like there's so much going on, but how difficult is it to get the balance of all of those right in the creative process when you're writing the songs?
So we are super lucky because we have Enrico Tiberi, which he mixes, masters, and does like I would say 50% of songwriting with our input. Like he's a master musician, so we ask him like, "Hey, can we do a song like this? How do you think it should sound? Like, what are the chords?" He gives us some option, and then we build
Okay.
on that. And he is just so talented that I don't think I've ever heard anything that he did that sounded off.
Oh, wow.
So for us, it's like literally I could come with him with any input and we would have like a hit single.
Nice. It's handy to have someone like that in the camp. Have you got any shows coming up that people can check out?
So I'm friend with this booker here in Berlin. He used to book my old band. And he offered us two opening slots for two popular bands. But it's not confirmed, so I cannot say it. Maybe when we
Okay.
shut the cameras, I say it to you.
No worries at all. Well, what's the best place for people to keep up with what's going on with Luther?
I think Instagram and Spotify. Of course, we are on Bandcamp because that's what we need to do, and that's what's right to do. And yeah, and that's it. Ah, in YouTube as well. YouTube. Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Well, thanks for your time. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. The song Next Time Send a Killer is out now. It's an absolute fucking banger. I suggest everyone checks it out, and I look forward to hearing what the future holds for you guys.
Thank you so much for having us today. That's so exciting.